Julie. I'm going to walk you through how to set up my escape rooms for printable versions that you can use in the classroom if you do not want to do these digitally on the computer. They work just as well. So there's a few things that you'll need. First of all, you will need to print out all of the pages in the printable version of the escape rooms. It's quite a lot of printing, but as long as you do it once, you should just need one copy for your entire class, and then you can save them and use them over and over year to year. You'll also need 4 folders. You can use 3-prong folders like this. If you want to use manila envelopes, that's fine as well. Or if you just want to laminate and then put a ring punch on them, that works as well. If you want to do the video side of these, your students will need a device, a tablet or something that can scan the QR codes. They don't need this to do the escape room, but it does add a layer of excitement and fun to it. So it's definitely optional. So to start off, we're going to split the packet into the 4 challenges. You may want to laminate or use sheet protectors. That way you can use this over and over since it is a lot of printing. So the story is not one of the challenges. These go off on their own. This is the sheet that students will be using to collect their stickers as they complete the challenges. So that's going to go separate. Okay, and then we're into challenge 1. And then these are the additional sheets that we'll use at the end. Now I'm going to go ahead and put all of these in plastic page protectors and divide it by challenges among the 4 folders. Okay, so now we have all 4 challenges set up in our folders. Just a side note, I do like these prong folders because it does keep the passages organized. That way you don't have floating papers all over the place, and it makes it really easy to reuse over and over again or switch from group to group without things getting in order or out of order. And also with the page protectors, students can actually write right on here if they want to underline text evidence or do any of that. They can write right on there and then erase it with dry erase marker. So now that those are all set up, one thing I will note is if you do want to do the sticker piece where students are cutting out the sticker and pasting it onto their collection sheet, I'll show you what that looks like over here. You will want to make multiple copies of this sheet, so there's enough for every group to have one. You can keep the color version here and just do black and white versions for each group and just put the extra copies behind. That way they can pull out their version to add to their recording sheet here if you'd like to use that piece. All right, so now that those are set up, that's really all the prep that's involved. I'll just walk you through a little bit how to use all the components of the printable version. I would lay the challenges out at 4 different spots around the classroom and assign groups of students to work on different challenges, starting off at different numbers, and then just rotate as students complete their challenge. You will want to have a central spot to do the story. This is the overview of what the whole story is about. It's a QR code. You can do this whole class as well before you even start, just to increase engagement and project the whole video. When your students come to these QR codes, all you need to do, get on my iPad here, is open the camera and scan that QR code. And then it'll open up YouTube if you have the app or in Safari.
Now listen up, rookie. As your coach, I intend to take you up to the top of your game, one inspirational speech at a time. Take what I say to heart, and you'll be the one wearing the gold medal. So pull up your shorts, tie up your laces, and get out there and give me 110%.
There's also a sheet here that explains exactly what's on that video. If you do not want to use the video, they can just read the plot there and all the different challenges that they'll be completing. This is a little more specific about what the challenges entail. And then you will want to have a copy of the sticker recording sheet if you're going to do that piece for each group. You don't need to have one of these for every student. The groups can work collaboratively to collect the stickers and put them in their locker room for this one. Everyone matches the theme, so depending on what the theme is, this will look different. So then there are some other sheets in here. This is the end. When they complete the challenge, you can go ahead and give them this. Congratulations. And there's an ending video as well. So when they come to you with their completed brochure, you can have them scan the QR code for the final video. There's also a certificate you can give them when they complete the final challenge. It shows they completed everything. There are some oops cards. If you want to make things more equitable or a group needs more of a challenge, you can add these in to throw it up to change things up for them. For example, this one is the referee gave you a penalty. You must stay quiet for 5 minutes. No one in the group can speak. So you have to try to work collaboratively without talking, which is an interesting one. This one is you broke your glasses. You must sit on the bench, no using your eyes for 5 minutes. This is what you'd give to one student. You'd say you cannot use your eyes for 5 minutes. You could give this to another student. Your team has too many players. No helping your team for 3 minutes. For that person who is kind of taking charge and doing a lot of the work, maybe you want them to sit out for a few minutes and let the other team members figure things out. So those are optional. You can use as you need them. For students recording their answers in the printable version, there is a brochure where they'll record their answers. It's a two-sided brochure. Just print that out and do the trifold. So as students go through each challenge, they'll record their answer. It's all multiple choice, so it'll be A, B, C, or D, and then the code that they get from that answer. Now they find out the code based on the decoder. So each team will also need a copy of this decoder. So for challenge 1, saying answer number 1 is A, the code word is hard. And all of these code words are going to come out to answer the question at the end of the challenge. So they'll put that together and get their answer, which will give them a hint. If it makes sense, they got it right. If it doesn't make sense, they got something wrong. So they probably need to go back and check their work. So that is pretty much it. Again, you will only need one copy of the meat of this, of the 4 challenges. If you're working in teams and switching and rotating, you will need a copy of the brochure, either one for every team or one for every student, depending on how you want to do it. Same with the decoder, one for every team. Teacher only needs 1 copy of the oops cards to pass out as needed. You may want to give the certificate to every student. And then the sticker sheets, 1 per team. And the video QR codes, just 1 copy total is all you really need. I hope that helps to show you how to lay out the printable version of these escape rooms. They are designed to be fairly low prep, and so if you do it once, it's done and you don't have to worry about setting too much stuff up around your classroom. I hope you and your students have fun.